Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Hampi ride. Yesterday was all about temples, food, and Lakshmi the elephant. But today, it's time to meet another rockstar of Hampi, the Vittala Temple. This place is like the blockbuster set of ancient India. Massive courtyards, insane carvings, and of course, the famous Stone Chariot. There's a fun fact. It is so iconic it made it to our 50 rupees note. And oh, the musical pillars. Sadly, you can't play them anymore, but back in the day, it was like Spotify Premium carved in stone.
How on earth these things are balanced all together? Talking of balance, right now I'm going to King's Balance. Now, what is this King's Balance is during any occasion, King's birthday, anniversary, not monthly anniversaries, yearly anniversaries, people used to give him gift on the king's body weight. It was the king's gift. So my weight is right now 86 kilo. Please, someone give me 86 kilo gold.
After soaking in the grandeur, I just wandered around like a lost tourist. Every corner in Hampi feels like an open air museum. Ruins, markets, hidden pathways. It's like the History Channel, but with better weather and no boring narration.
Had a beautiful tea, a beautiful time. I spent around 40 minutes here. The wind was awesome. The river was awesome. I will head back to the parking area, take my bike, have some breakfast on the way, maybe idli or dosa, and that's the electric buggy. So people who don't want to walk or the aged people can take this buggy and go here and there. Not here and there, it's a straight road to Vittala Temple, and from that temple straight to the parking area. Lotus Mahal straight. 1.5 kilometers. Okay, and any breakfast point? Oh, okay, there we don't have anything. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you.
And obviously, I ignored my stomach as a bachelor and went exploring. First stop, the Zanana Enclosure. Back in the day, this was the ladies' quarter. Imagine a massive palace, private gardens, and yes, even guards round the clock. And today, well, it's just me walking around like a lost guard who overslept by 500 years. Inside the enclosure is the stunning Lotus Mahal. This once is all about royalty and elegance, shaping like a blooming lotus upside down. Perfect for queens back then and perfect for Instagram now. Next up, the elephant stable. Huge domes perfectly lined up. This was basically a 5-star garage for elephants. Then the guard's house, which now keeps remains of the Vijayanagara dynasty. Broken idols, carvings, and pieces of history just lying around. It's like walking through the lost and found section of an empire. From there, I headed to the Ranga temple and then straight to the royal enclosure, the seat of power. Massive stone platforms, secret chambers, and most importantly, the Mahanavami Dibba. This was where kings held ceremonies, watched performances, and maybe even complained about their ministers. Standing there, I couldn't help but think centuries ago, this was the VIP lounge of Hampi. Before wrapping up, I checked out the Queen's Bath, a giant royal swimming pool. And here I am, a bachelor who considers a bucket bath in the morning a luxury. Finally, the archaeological museum. This place ties everything together: coins, statues, artifacts. It's like Hampi's memory card. By the time I walked out, I was hungry, tired, but completely blown away. Who needs breakfast when you are getting a buffet of history, right? Well, actually, I still needed breakfast, but that's a problem for future me.
And here we are again to the same old road, to the same old restaurant, because that is the only restaurant which I found like nice food, nice ambience. I can put my phone on charge. So I will put the map direction in my description, in the video description. You can find it out. Okay, hello guys. এখন বাজে হচ্ছে 5:05 and right now I am going to where I am going to Matanga Hill to experience the sunset over there. So guys, I have reached the foothill of Matanga Hill and I'm going to climb it to the top to see a 360-degree view. So let's go. Okay, you can see my face, you can listen to my breath. So I'm almost at the top, not at the top, but this is pretty steep, pretty intense. Look at the boulders and now look at the view. Oh my god, it's worth every step. If you can, please do come. Finally made it to the bottom guys, and क्या एक्सपीरियंस था यार. वहाँ गए, 7-8 लोग मिले जो सोलो कर रहे थे. हम लोग वहाँ बैठ के बातचीत किए, हंसी मजाक किए, चाय पिए, सारे फ़ोटोज़ खींचे. बहुत ही बढ़िया एक्सपीरियंस था. मतलब मातंगी हिल्स सनसेट का नहीं पता, सनसेट शायद और भी अच्छा हो सकता था, लेकिन जो माहौल बना था वहाँ पे वो बहुत ही अच्छा था. तो इसी के साथ ख़त्म होता है आज का डे 3 ऑफ माई हम्पी टूर.
Good morning from Hampi people. Day 4 kicked off super early because I had a big mission: climbing Anjanadri Hills, home to the famous Hanuman Temple. And let me tell you, it wasn't just a climb, it was a cardio session. Exactly 476 stairs. Yes, I counted because every step felt like a personal challenge from Lord Hanuman himself. Finally reaching the top though, totally worth it. The temple had this calm, peaceful vibe. I did my puja, sat down for a bit to relax, and honestly, it felt like my legs were on a strike, but my soul was having a spa day. After that, I continued my ride, but took a quick detour to the Sanapur Reservoir, the place famous for CORACLE rides. Imagine a giant round basket floating on water. That's the CORACLE. I didn't hop on one this time, but just watching them spin in circles made me feel dizzy enough.
Okay, guys, so Sanapur is not a lake, you can call it a reservoir, but it's huge actually. And our next stop is Tungabhadra Dam, which is 16 kilometers from here.
And finally, breakfast. Yes, after skipping it the previous day, I treated myself to a full English breakfast at a cozy little restaurant. With my stomach happy, I headed to the Tungabhadra Dam. Now this was mind blowing. Standing there, it literally felt like staring at a sea. Waves stretching out to the horizon, water shimmering under the sun. I almost forgot I was in Karnataka and not at some hidden beachside gateway. But the adventure wasn't over. For lunch, I discovered a gem, Humpy's Feather, a restaurant tucked right in the middle of the jungle. Imagine this: birds chirping, trees swaying, me munching away. It was like fine dining meets National Geographic. After that feast, I wrapped up the day a little early. Needed time to pack up, because tomorrow it's time for the return ride. Sad face, but hey, every ending just means the start of another ride, right?
Guys, officially I have completed 500 kilometers.
And so, here we are, the final stretch. The road is quiet, the sky is calming down, and my bike is still thumping like it's ready for another 1,000 kilometers. And me? Well, I am somewhere between tired bones and a heart that absolutely racing with joy. When I kicked off this solo ride, I had no idea what to expect. It was just me, my thoughts, and my two-wheeled partner in crime. And somewhere between the long highways, the sudden rains, the endless chai stops, and those stretches where it was just wind in my face, this ride became something bigger. People say traveling solo makes you discover yourself, but honestly, I discovered how much I love this machine. The way she pushed me when I thought I was running out of steam. The way she carried me through every twist, turn, and uphill climb. Every kilometer we covered together was like a conversation. Me talking to her replying back with that steady roar. Yes, I am tired. My shoulders ache, my legs feel like jelly, and don't even get me started on helmet hair. But the truth is, if my bike said, let's keep going, I probably would. That's what this bond does to you. And now, as I stand here, hugging this beauty, kneeling down in respect, it feels like more than just the end of the trip. It feels like the beginning of something bigger. Because this wasn't just a ride, it was my first solo adventure, my first test of true freedom. And it wouldn't have been possible without her, my dream. So here's to many more journey, many more memories, and many more kilometers to conquer. Until next time, keep raving, keep roaming. Peace out.